Welcome back, and now to our weekly feature, Cinemas and Theatre. Dance theatre is a unique art form that blends elements of dance, drama and music to create a captivating and immersive experience for audiences. It differs from traditional dance by placing a stronger emphasis on storytelling and emotional expression rather than solely focusing on movement and technique. Tonight on Cinemas and Theatre, we focus on a dance theatre group, Ballet Soul from the UK and Unlock Arts Kenya, that is performing at the ongoing 9th edition of the Kenya International Theatre Festival.
The dance theatre group Ballet Soul from UK and Unlock Arts Kenya captivated audiences with their latest dance theatre piece inspired by the legendary West African folktales of Anansi the Spider. The dance blend classical ballet, contemporary dance and jazz, set to the iconic music of Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring. The production that is part of the ongoing 9th edition of Kenya International Theatre Festival tells the story of Anansi's quest for wisdom.
I take stories from Africa, folk stories, and adapt them to the contemporary audience in the UK, folk stories. We have a big African and Caribbean population in the UK, and I think they need something a little bit different from the normal classical ballet fairy tales like Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty. So we have our own folk stories here in Africa. So Trickster is all based on Anansi the Spider. And I've just adapted it a little bit for Kenya and made it the trickster is the catalyst of the three sacrifice with the mask.
Benjamin Love, the dance group choreographer, noted that the dance group had only 2 weeks to learn the complex choreography, adding that despite that, they delivered a performance that was both technically impressive and emotionally resonant.
But I already had the choreography in my mind back in London. When I was on the plane flying, I was choreographing in my head. So already I knew the structure of one, but I didn't know what dances I would have here. I think it's very important for dancers to tell a story. Obviously through physical and facial, and I think it's just a challenge for them that when they're dancing they still have to connect with the audience through the face. It's very important that they connect, and the acting side it was very hard for them, but because they're just used to just dance without connecting this to the audience, so that's why I had to kind of make sure that everything that they're doing on the stage, that every movement is connected to the audience. It's very important.
Ben was supposed to come earlier, I think early last month, so that we start by doing workshops, dance, get people used to the technique. But now he came like 2 weeks ago. We had to push ourselves. The choreos were a bit complex because, as you see, he's focused more on technique, so they were a bit so technical than what people do here, like Africa, and so I think it was a bit technical there, but people have pushed themselves. So it's a good experience because as much as you're performing, you're also learning.
The production's innovative use of music and movement created a powerful and immersive experience. Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, with its raw and primal energy, provided the perfect backdrop of Anansi's mischievous antics and his ultimate triumph.
Rites of Spring is Stravinsky's music, and it's been used a lot, and it's got elements of depth and classical contemporary, and it's got sacrifice and dance of the earth. And it's very African. For me, it's very African. The boom, 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 that drumming, that deepness, for me, yeah, I had to pick this song because I think it's just related to what we were doing. And also you can tell a story, the movement, there's down, there's the top half, there's middle and there's down. And the movement, there's a romantic side to it, there's a very passionate and energetic side of it. And also there's that beautiful scene with the girl dancing with a politician. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. The jazz, I wanted just to break it up. Add a little bit kind of sassy to it, make the girls enjoy the dance.
Dance theatre is a unique art form that blends elements of dance, drama, and music to create a captivating and immersive experience for audiences. Jacqueline Masharia for Cinemas and Theatre.